Today, my son and I are going to be doing some hunting and spending 2 nights camping. Stick around on this outdoor adventure. Hi, my name is Dan and welcome to DC Outdoors. If this is your first time here and you like outdoor adventure videos, gear reviews, and other outdoor related stuff, well, please get started by clicking the subscribe and the bell notification button so you don't miss anything. Well, let's get on with this week's adventure. It's Friday, October 1st, 2021. We got to our campsite during the final minutes of sunlight. We set up our Coleman Bristol tent and made a plan for the next day's bow hunt. I have moose, deer, and upland game bird licenses, and I'm hoping to harvest something with my son. With temperatures of negative 1.8 degrees Celsius overnight, the limits of our sleep system were tested. We started our Saturday morning hunt in my hub blind. The likelihood of us harvesting a moose here is low, but I'm hoping for some close encounters with some whitetail deer. We're in the blind from 7 a.m. until around 11 a.m. when we decide to make our way back to camp for brunch. But on the way back to the truck, we finally see some deer. A hearty meal is a must while hunting, and we have canned corned beef hash and fried eggs. This will be a meal that will be a camp food staple for me going forward. All right, well, after lunch, we returned out to go hunting and we were able to see that doe, but unfortunately she was at about 200 yards away. We tried to put a stalk on her, we cut that to about half the distance, but then she ran away. But definitely was awesome to see that. So after that encounter, we decided to head out for a little bit of a walk. We thought that the afternoon could be a good time to push something up by moving around, and sure enough, a few minutes later, we did bump another doe and fawn. Unfortunately, they saw us before we saw them. Anyone who is a hunter knows the sound that deer make as they wheeze and snort at you as they head off into the woods and literally alert everything within the area. So after that encounter, we were heading back to make our way back to the blind again for an evening sit, and we were finally lucky enough to come across a great opportunity. Second grouse with a bow. Kudos to the guy filming right now for spotting him. Let's get him cleaned. Well, after we watched that doe and fawn for a little bit, the day pretty much was at an end. We hung out at the blind for a few more minutes and then we had to wrap it up for a night. We think that maybe that was the same doe and fawn that snorted at us a little bit earlier. We ended up watching them for a bit, probably about 120 yards, hoping that they would come on our side of the fence. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. They didn't really come on our side, and certainly they weren't in range. But again, great opportunity. This time of the year, I'm not really interested though in harvesting either that doe or that fawn when they're together. So all things considered, it's just really fun to be able to watch them. But yeah, after we wrapped it up there in the blind, we headed back to camp, cooked up some hot dogs for supper, and unfortunately it started to rain, so we went to bed a lot earlier than we would have liked to, but we had a really great sleep, man. We were in bed by probably like 9:30. We had to pack out fairly early on Sunday morning since we had some plans to attend to, but had a really great trip anyways out there. Really excited, man. That was the first time that my son and I had harvested anything together. So as some of you guys may know, he just completed his hunter's training course, and in a few weeks time he's going to be heading out in the woods as soon as he turns 10. But it was really fun to be able to get him or get a grouse together with him, and he was able to help process it and clean it and kind of see what that looks like. But definitely was a memory for us to share. So anyways, once again, I really appreciate you watching. Thanks to those who have stuck around this far. And again, if this was your first time here and you like outdoor adventure videos, gear reviews, and other outdoor related stuff, well, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification button so you don't miss anything. Until next time, we'll see you outdoors.